Alright, what's up, y'all? I just want to tap in with y'all. This is the week of April 26th, and last week was a dub for us as I tried to get into AUD and EUR and both of them was flops for me. As you see, if you look here, this price action here, we got a break of structure down here, right? We broke this high, then broke the low that created this high, which is this low, this high, right? We broke above, then broke below. So I had fibbed this up last weekend. I didn't put it in my video because I wasn't too sure of it. And I was like, let me see. So I fibbed this up. Boom, we got this low, this high, this low, right? So we're moving bearish on the 4 hour and the 1 hour. And price, consolidated. I was inside of here. I was inside of this consolidation and I couldn't take it anymore. So I ended up just taking away my trade. I was up here. I took out somewhere up here, and as you see, it's now I would have been fully in profit if I held, but I couldn't take the consolidation. I couldn't take the back and forth. It was messing with me mentally, so I just decided to cut the trade. And then EJ did the same thing. We had this high down to this low. Price pulled back. I didn't get in until down here, where price created this on a 1 hour. We created a high, a higher high, and then we broke these lows here. So this was consolidation. Price broke through the consolidation and created this low, then pulled back and created another low right here. So when this low was created, I fibbed it up just like this, and I got in around, I think I got in above the 50. Yeah, a little bit in the 50 area. And then it was, doing all of this. And then I got out when price came back to my entry. I just got out. So I ended up taking a little loss because I did have to pay swap fees for holding it over a day. And I lost like a little bit of cents, maybe like 20, 30 cents. So I'm not hurt by that. But what I'm looking at for this week is EU and GU, of course, the two things I like to trade. And let's start from the daily real quick. On GU, the daily we have, we came and broke this structure most recently. This was in January. We broke this structure, right? And then price came down and we broke down here, right? So we had this low, this high was created after breaking this impulse. Then we corrected, but we corrected way too far, ended up breaking structure. And then we pulled back and then broke structure again, right? So we had this move here. So we broke structure. So I was bearish here. Price pulled back again and ended up breaking this high. So now, in my mind, we're bullish, right? So even though when you look, we had this, this very strong move up, right? We consolidated here and then broke structure here, right? So I'm still bullish. If I fib this out right here from this low up to this high, price is now in the 23.6 area above the 38.2. These are support areas and resistant areas as well. The target would be -27. So we do have time to possibly get in this, but I am an intraday trader, and right now the lower time frames is bearish. So I want to see the lower time frames, as in the 1 hour below, start to move in this bullish direction. Like I said, I was in AJ and EJ last week, so I did miss this little setup here that I probably could have got in to get some buys, but the 1 hour was bearish. So I didn't really take anything, and this is real choppy. It's really ugly price action, and I wasn't confident enough to get into this. So from this high down to this low, we got to break a structure. We pull back, and then we ended up breaking that structure. Price right now on a 1 hour is still bearish. We could possibly find setups going bearish, but I don't know. I'm not too sure with it. Now we look at EU. All right, so when we look at EU, It's very similar, but it's a little different at the same time. So on the daily, we do have the same type of break of structure that happened, but unlike GU, price came from this high and then ended up breaking structure, right? We did pull up above this structure and failed to come any lower. So we didn't break structure anymore, and this could be just a pullback for this daily structure still. You see, because we didn't break below this yet to say, okay, we got a low, a break below and then a break above. We just have this low on a daily. So this is super bearish unless we disrespect these areas here or these areas here to come up higher. Now, when I look at the 4-hour, price, again, created some structure here. We got low, we got high, we got low, high, low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low. So EU has created a lower low right here, breaking this structure here, right? So we broke this high, then we broke this low. Now, I don't know if this move here is going to be a fake out to go bullish or it's going to continue to go down. I'm very indecisive with this. I'm not sure what's going on. I need more price action, but we did miss a setup last week. After this move, price clearly, sell down. And I missed the setup because I was in AJ and EJ. And I didn't want to, risk too much or get into another trade with this. So we got this breaker structure. Look on our hours a little bit cleaner. See, strong candles coming down, pullback, and then we made this low, then we ended up breaking this low, and keep on. So now what I'm looking at, although this looks bullish right here, this is still bearish to me. So I'm waiting to see price continue to be bearish. This I'm more confident in, as in we had this huge break on the daily, and then we're also in this zone right here, this supply zone right here. Price rejected it and then came down, right? So on a 4-hour, this looks a little bit cleaner to me than GU. And I know since I've been doing this challenge, I've been getting cooked by EU. So I'm going to be very cautious and very focused if I'm getting in these trades. So like I said, we got high, low, lower high, and then we created a lower low. So from this high down to this low is our swing high and swing low. And on a 1-hour, I do like this area here, which is above the 50 and it's at the 61.8 because we have not truly mitigated this, as price still left a small gap in here. Boom. A small gap in there right there. You see that? Price still left this gap here. So I want to see price actually pull up into here, reject it, and come back down and possibly create a new low, or even just tap this low and we get in and make some money. So far that's all I'm looking at. I do have USD JPY here. I didn't chart up anything, but let's see if I can go through this with you guys. JPY pairs is just moving wild crazy. They were in a bullish run for a while. Yeah, see, look, bullish, very bullish. This is bullish. USD JPY is usually bullish too. So right now we're in consolidation on the daily. Big push up, right? Consolidation. So we can expect, yeah, I don't know if I could chart this up. This is hideous. Straight up consolidation. I don't know. I need more price action here. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother with that. I need some more price action here. It's too stuck. It's too stuck in this area here. This whole thing. I mean, people probably are catching setups here, but like, look at this. This is, yeah, just like this. Look, came here, came down, came up, came down, came up, came down, came up, came down, came up. There's no trend. It's just straight consolidation, which makes sense because the daily, look at this, the daily is here, We just made this move up. So we probably might get some, we might get some sales down into these areas. Maybe here, maybe here. Yeah, maybe these two. I could definitely see price coming into here and then going back up. Um, but right now, this is, I don't like the way this looks, so I'm gonna just leave that alone. And I'm gonna just stick with EU and GU and see what I can do. You know what I mean? So that's all I got for y'all today. Like I said, it's the week of April 26, 2026, and this was my weekly analysis. I'm looking to see us respect these highs on GU since we're on a downtrend on a 1 hour, and I trade the 1 hour down. And then I'm also, whoa, I'm looking to respect these as well, especially because GU and EU usually move similar. So I'm expecting them to continue to move similar, but they could end up different, but I'm expecting it to move similar. And that's all I got for you guys. You know, if you like content like this, I'm doing a challenge right now. I'm trying to get to $100. I started at 40 and I'm babying it right now. I have been doing about 1 to 2%. I could go risk higher, but I want to be patient. I think this week I might risk a little bit more, 5%, because I'm getting tired of the challenge. But that's all I got for you guys today. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.